Hello, beautiful soul. I wanted to talk to twin flames, and specifically to twin flames because if you're not on the twin flame journey and aware that you're a twin flame, you'll think it's a load of hogwash, as I did. What I wanted to highlight today is the importance of the divine feminine initiating separation. And I don't know how many people talk about this, but it's something that I feel to express as extremely significant. Because as the divine feminine, we are further along on our journey, as you may have realized. And what this means is we can actually see our divine counterpart in their God self. We can see what they are capable of. We can feel their true essence within themselves. However, they aren't there yet. They cannot access these parts of themselves. And what this means is it can make it a very, very painful attempt at union that the divine feminine can continuously try to make. Because we are able to access and be aware of what the divine masculine is feeling in truth, and it is something that they aren't even aware of. We can feel, acknowledge, know, and be aware of everything that they actually are, but they aren't aware of it. This also happens to them. However, they can feel and see the divine feminine in their glory, in their purity, but if they haven't gone through what is required of them in regards to healing, their behaviors and actions that are pre-programmed through their trauma are still going to be extremely apparent. So they'll have that divine connection that they can feel. They can't get you out of their head either. They dream of you. They don't understand what this feeling is. And quite often, the masculine is the avoidant. And in my personal journey, I was an avoidant. And then when I healed it was when I became aware of the twin flame journey, and my twin flame actually contacted me. Now, I had already known him for 2 years and had Kundalini awakening and gone through really deep, dark nights of the soul. But it wasn't until I had healed to a significant level that he actually made contact. Now, this will be different to everybody, I'm sure, but it may resonate with your own experience. But the thing that I want to highlight here is that we are able to view them and will feel them as the king that they are. And whether or not it's a female, as the queen that they are, right? But they're not there yet. And what it's showing and highlighting to us, what everyone wants to say, focus on your own journey and it's about your journey with yourself. Yes, all of this is true, but lots of people want to say things, but they don't want to say how to actually do it. The biggest thing with initiating separation in this way is not taking what you're getting, as in crumbs, being disregarded all the time, extreme lack of communication, basically distance whether you are close or not in the physical, but just this energetic kind of the push-pull dynamic, right? But it's when you are aware of it, it is more that they push away rather than pull. So the more you work on yourself, the more they are going to be drawn towards you. So this is how the push-pull thing works, right? But separation is needed because it is the time where the divine feminine, and that is if you're male or female, you can be the divine feminine or non-binary, whatever. But this is where you actually stand in your power and you are laying the groundwork of what you will accept as your divine self. The divine feminine doesn't accept crumbs, even from her divine counterpart, because this is the point. She needs to be at such a emotionally mature level and energetically aligned level for him to even be worthy of joining, of coming up in vibrational resonance to her. And it will take longer than the feminine, because the feminine often starts earlier. So it's not like the masculine's behind his, but they are, but it's because often the feminine has started her journey first. So when I'm saying there's a really important part about initiating separation, and this is when, not just willy-nilly. Obviously, it's extremely hard to get to the point where you say enough is enough, because you can feel their God self. You can feel the purity. You can feel that king or that queen that lives within them that is so right there. Why can't they see it? Why can't they access it? Why can't they embody it? But that's their work to do. And, we are full of this open-hearted, loving support and cheering them on and wanting them to be everything they can, and feeling like if we are just there supporting them, we can help them. Unfortunately, it is for them to come to on their own. And what actually propels this part is when we initiate separation. Now, there's one thing that I don't like or agree with a lot of the twin flame things, which I've just said myself, but it's that we're doing it in order for union. I feel very, very intuitively that we cannot create separation in order to have union. We need to honestly and genuinely be choosing ourselves. We need to be choosing us and creating the separation in order to be empowering ourselves. It's not so that they get their own healing. It's not so that they go on their journey. It's not so that they finally begin to see how amazing we are. It's so that we can become our own queen or king and be the energetic resonance of the divine feminine, which is amazing when you're in alignment. So what I wanted to highlight is that we have the ability to access, acknowledge, view, and witness them in their full capacity before they are there. But it is quite often, if not always, that they aren't there yet. And we want to love them that way. We want to treat them that way. We feel like if we are that to them, then they can know who they are, and they can suddenly awaken to everything that they are and begin to be everything that we want them to be, or that we can see them being. But it doesn't work that way. So if you're at a bit of a crossroads where a lot of twin flames are now, a lot of them are initiating separation in this wave, and a lot of them are realizing their own truths about how they've been disregarding themselves. When we're accepting crumbs, when we're accepting someone to treat us in a certain way, it is not empowering our boundaries. It is not looking after our inner selves. It is not respecting and honoring who we truly are and what we are worth in truth. We need to choose us in this way. We need to say, how does this make me feel? And is that okay? And am I giving this person a hall pass because they are my divine masculine? Because as long as we do, we will keep getting the same treatment over and over again. If you would like, I do personal one-on-one transmissions in order to assist people through these parts of the journeys, through the ability to acknowledge separation or even handle separation or even any part where you're in your journey. I tune into my guidance, I tune into your energy, I tune into where you both are, and the transmissions come through in order to assist you on your journey. There is the information within the description box of how to contact me, and we can assist each other in this space in moving through these things. And one transmission you can listen to over and over again, and it can really, really allow yourself to change your energy to move into this space where you take charge of yourself and of your life, because it's really draining. I hope this helps.